King, get that shit again. Get that shit again. Get that shit again.
Hey, I don't got a shoot, I got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the cooler. I know this way you keep your alcohol. Cheers. I know that I'm about the ball. All of my niggas is savages. Meet up the phone like some scavengers. I know that imply I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the majesty like Merlin. And the boss like a Laker, Irvin. Should've kept it clean like this detergent. Shit, I done let the cat up out the bag. I can nick it and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby, please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Carry down with the team if you weren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do it to get some attention. Hey, the crowd going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire no pension. I just get the bread like a fool. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option I can lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breeze clearly walk the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Now cause you think I ran out with your bit. I ain't sorry. You're tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry. I don't even feel that bad, my nigga. I ain't sorry. Give no fucks about your ass, my nigga. I ain't sorry. You got options, nigga, choose. Keep it poppin' like a tool. Or your bitch pussy hole in my crew. Colder than the ice under a luge. Whipping the wheel and I come for the deals. Collect the cartel in the building still. Y'all popping the pills. I just girl how it feel with my cock in the grill when I drill for real. Job on numbers, hell no feeling still. Cause she wanna stack high, selling real. For killing, she prepared to kill a meal. Crash a plane, blow up a building when it's still. As real as it gets off the real to real. But we don't fuck with that, it's so digital. My cash always knocks up a minute meal. I put that in the mix and it tracks a bill. Northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast. I'm a beast, federal indictments for the rap sheet. For the rhyming, you know they can catch me. You can catch me dollar in the for shoes. Cause it's my time, my nigga, I done pay dues. They watch my movements and study how I move. But I'm out there doing like none of these dudes. Ay, having to do it for self. Ay, nigga always on his grind. Ay, have to keep me to their job. Ay, never having enough time. Wait, but I ain't gonna stop. Ay, money hours in my mind. Ay, passionate about this rap. Hey, I ain't sorry, I ain't lying. Hey.
That's a good spot for me to stop the show. Where he says, or start the show. It says, sorry, I ain't lying. I ain't sorry, I ain't lying. I don't know what he says. My name is Jesse Sponberg, and there's two things I can guarantee you in life. If there are two light switches next to each other, no matter how many times I've done it, I will always flick the wrong one. And on a ceiling fan, if there are two strings, one turns off the fan, one turns off the light, no matter how many times I've done it, I always pick the wrong one. That's like my Achilles heel about life. Like Spyber, he's done a lot of shit, but he can't even figure out two light switches. Like every single day. I lived in this apartment like 6 months now. Every single day, I have the ceiling fan. I have the kitchen. Right? At least 5 times a day, I have to turn those on or off, and I mess up every time. It doesn't really speak a lot for me, but it does speak to how aloof I am, right? Like, that's how little I give a fuck about that. That 6 months later, I still have never stopped and just been like, okay, let's get a piece of tape and write kitchen on it. Oh man, but that makes me feel closer to the people that use the wrong yours, right? Like some people give such a little shit about grammar that they've never just stopped. Hey, seriously, if you just stopped for 1 second, like really stopped and just went, oh, you are, you wouldn't ever have these problems again. Hey, forgive me if I'm checking on my phone. I got a lot going on right now, and I would love to be able to share it with you guys. I put in my second offer on the Hawaii property. Oh, I wish I could tell you guys everything going on. I'm waiting for some artwork back. I'm waiting for some website revisions back. I'm waiting for Dirty Blakk to be on the show. He'll be on the show. Right, he always shows up right about when Red Panda. You guys ever notice that? Like Red Panda is like what brings him. It's not my interesting takes or the fast pace of my show or my daydreams. Anyways, I'm not laughing at my own jokes today because ain't shit funny, but there's a lot going on in the news. So we're going to dive right into the news right after I remind you guys that you should be watching this on urbansurvivorman.com, the home of the Aloha Wall Walker logo. If you're not familiar with that logo, it looks like this. It looks like this. It looks like this. Oh, shit. We got the trifecta. We're going to win some cherries or a gold doubloon. Man, that's a little like, hey, people told me they're like, Jesse, if you want to heal, you need to start doing shadow work. I was like, I feel you. I feel you. I'm doing shadow work. Now, you know, when you want to get a silhouette logo, you have to apply to the silhouette logo company, right? You got to be like, there's like a cabal of elder silhouette people, right? Michael Jordan's in it. The 5 Hour Energy guy's in it. So I had to apply. I was like, I want to have a silhouette logo. And they're like, are you a badass? And I was like, yes. They're like, will you fight for truth, justice, and freedom? I was like, yes. They're like, do you promise never to wear wet river shoes, kicking it, and put your friends in a position where they're going to like be uncomfortable? Like, should they tell you that your feet stink? Yes. And then the final question was, do you know which pull makes the ceiling fan turn? And do you know which pull makes the light turn on and off? And I lied and I said I did. And so they let me get a silhouette logo. But now I feel like I've been living a lie. And that anytime I mess up, they're watching, right? Like when I was a little kid, I got so scared. My parents took me to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the drive-ins. I was like, I don't know. I was little. I was really little. But I was smart, right? So I knew what that dude was doing with the chainsaw, but I was scared, right? And then I couldn't finish watching the movie. I went back to the back of the van because it was the 1970s, right? And everybody's parents had a van, right? With the tinted windows that had like a sailboat and a palm tree, but they were like earth tones with a little orange. Boom. Made the van pop. Anyways, remember you had to play that yourself, and it would always have bubbles in it because nobody yet started a business. Nobody yet started a business making those. So people were just like, yeah, I'll do it myself. Yo, that's none of my business. Anyways, so I went to the back of that van and I never saw how it ended. But I remember when they said in the beginning that it was a true story, and I was like, damn, so did Leatherface die or is Leatherface alive? And that mofo knows that someday I'm going to grow up and kill him. So he's probably going to try to take me out like the King Herod wanted to take out Jesus, right? Leatherface was like, I got to find this kid. So every time I went camping, every time I went to a rural environment, I thought it was Leatherface. Whenever I heard that chainsaw, I mean, I wasn't positive it was Leatherface, but I thought there was a good enough chance that it was Leatherface coming after like a 10-year-old kid. Does anybody care? Does anybody give a shit? All right, 10-10. Let's see who's in the early morning crew. Yo, this is how we're going to do it. So This is how we're going to do it from now on. I'm going to hit the early morning crew at 10, 11, see who's in. Mrs. Bones Jones. Yo, what about that hiking day? I brought the firewood. Fenda's in the house. She turns 40 in 8 days. Jesse Blackwood's in the house. Erica, Marty came to party. Yo, if you're in the early morning crew, I will shout you out. But then I gotta divert. Yo, Ojo's in the house in his little Facebook room. God damn it, you stubborn son of a bitch. Hey, that's all right though. You can do whatever. All right, but then look, then I'm gonna go back away from the comments. So what'll happen is for the next 20 minutes, 15 minutes, if you got jokes, if you got comments, throw that shit in there. All right. Then I'm not going to get distracted because reading your guys' comments is a leading source of my right? Because I consider what you guys say and I think to myself, what kind of upbringing would make somebody say that? I don't get it. Like the people who say, looks like bacon to me. Like, why would you say that? What happened in your childhood that would make you respond that way? You know what? One time, a long time ago, it was like 2001, I was hosting a rap show, and Fluttertron was one of the guests. And Fluttertron gave this awesome speech about veganism, man. And I shit on it with a joke about hamburgers. And I should have said, give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries. But to this day, that's one of the biggest shames of my life because the way he looked at me was so disappointed. If you know Fogatron, he's not a confrontational person. Do you guys know Fogatron? Oh, shit. Fogatron's going to be our music. Fogatron will be our music at 10:35. All right, let me get back on the brand real quick, and then I'm going to jump right into the news and Twitter. So remember, every day at 10:35 a.m., I play dope music. I don't know what it is, honestly, till about 10:33 usually. I'm just like, what am I feeling right the F now? But if you're feeling music 24/7, check out the 5XL. That's TV, FM radio, syndicated satellite radio, original video, audio programming, and soon a basketball league. And I might fuck around and do a reality show this summer. I just woke up this morning. I was like, why am I not doing a reality show? Why am I not doing a reality show this morning or this summer? Right? Hey, well, you can do that, right? This is the part of the show. I already told Dirty yesterday. I was like, I gotta remember, man. At 10:13, I gotta remind people that you can be the author of this story. It's so crazy, and I know it's hard to believe, but if you believe in believing and then believe in that, and then believe that believing in your belief is possible, and believe that you live in a world that runs on what you believe in, right? And then you realize you can shape collective beliefs. And then you watch people's collective beliefs get deconstructed, reconstructed, and misconstructed. You can exist outside of the fish tank. All you got to do is just remember who you are. You're just a giant thing of freaking laser beams shooting all the way into the center of the earth and then shooting all the way to the edge of the page. And then in the middle of that, you just got this spiral that goes around you. And people try to manipulate your spiral, but let that spiral go. And from that spiral, have spokes. And let every one of those spokes touch your folks. Boom. And be kind and be lighthearted and create a world of energy. And then you can literally, I woke up this morning and was like, do I want to go to San Diego? Why? I don't know. Do I want to go to San Diego? No. I got work to do, but I could do it in San Diego. And it's like, Jesse, how are you going to get into San Diego? Boom! That's a loser-ass question. That question should be, Jesse, what are you going to do when you get to San Diego? And then let the universe figure that out, right? Take your push pin, put it where you need to go, and then let the universe figure it out. The universe has figured out every other thing in your life. No matter how crazy, no matter how desperate, no matter how unbelievable, how unlikely, how random, how coincidental. You didn't do none of that shit. You just showed up and took craps to make sure that you didn't get sepsis, right? Like all you did was breathe, exhale, breathe, exhale. You don't control traffic. You don't even know what your neighbor is eating for dinner right now. Plus, if your neighbor's eating dinner right now, they're old as shit. But you don't know nothing. You can't control that. And we all throw away our energy trying to push a rock. Isn't it easier to stand at the bottom of the mountain and get flattened by the rock? Doesn't that seem a lot less effort to just hang out and wait to get flattened by the damn rock? You don't need to push. You don't need to push. Look, if you're looking forward without a plan, and you're like, what's tomorrow bring? I don't know. I'll deal with it. Then what you're doing is you're no different than a piece of driftwood in the ocean, or even a yacht with no captain, no manifesto, no roadmap, no blueprint, no outline, no spine, no template. Build that shit. Look, if you're writing the story of your life, you don't have to write the middle. Oh my God, this is the most profound thing I've ever said. If you're writing the story of your life, you could write any part of it in anywhere you want. Right? Like it's like a choose your own adventure book, but we all know that only dummies follow the choose your own adventure rules, right? You can look in the back and cheat and skip. Do you want to pet the dog or feed the dog? That's none of my business, though. Damn, yo, that is dope. 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 Look, it's not about does it make sense? It's about can I employ it? Can I build it? Is it level 2 security? Can I use it as a patch on my broken programming? Because remember this, and I know I promise I won't give you more than 2 minutes into this. This is the most important thing you could ever understand about life. Seriously, not love, not it's about attitude. No. Like, be kind. No. Do unto others. No. The grass is always greener. No. Your brain is a machine, like a dishwasher, a computer, a speak and spell, a remote control. You trigger responses with impulses. That projects the lens through which you see the world. That is the reality that you project and that you take in. But now, mind you, that's only one of a million brains. Look, they can tell you about your brain by poking around in somebody else's brain. Your brain isn't nothing special. Everybody's brains look the same. It's just a car. Cars look the same, right? Your brain is just a car. Now your mind is the infinite driver. Your mind is pedal to the metal. Your mind is turn up the AC. Your mind is turn up the radio. But your brain is the radio. Hey, man. The Kembe Mutombo, are we wrong? No. Yo, if you go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com, go ahead and use the promo code Coffee and Bong Hits. In fact, even if you don't order something, just go look through their catalog and look at their edgy shit and steal some jokes from them. Yo, shout out to this wonderful local company based on the Oregon coast, but will ship to you at no cost if you use the promo code Coffee and Bong Hits. Also, you don't need a mullet on your head if you got a mullet in your heart or a pair of these sick mullet polarized fashion eyewear for the sophisticated gentleman or lady. Patrick Thomas Perkins just wants to say hello. Dirty Black's gonna be in the house in a little while. Don't forget that Unblocked, Exploring the Mysteries of the Blockchain, is not a show about crypto. It's not. Sometimes they talk about crypto because all of these companies are traded openly on a crypto market, but this is the new internet coming. Motherfuckers ain't ready. And remember this, if I throw up this, or I throw up this, or I just throw up, that is your cue to go to Bigger Glass Designs. And check out all the wonderful shit. Bigger Glass Designs, the maker of the official coffee and bong hit bong. The coffee and bong hit bong will get you high, and you can drink coffee out of it if you need to. Just plug the hole. Hey, if you're in the Portland area, especially Selwood, anywhere, it's worth the drive, honestly. Go buy Essential Elements. Go visit Frank. He'll flip some cards for you and really give you a nice perspective on your life that you might not have already had. And get some herbs, get some tinctures, get some essential oils, get some crystals, get some books, get some incense, get some Palo Santo, get some cards, make some friends. And I swear to God, this is not a joke. If you wear pajamas, I think they give it to you like for free. I don't know. I just see a lot of people in pajamas. No, I'm kidding. I think it's 10% off if you show up in your pajamas on pajama day. I don't know. They're weird. Go to Essential Elements on Facebook. Just go there in person. All right. And don't forget, the Kudokan will be at the 2021 Las Vegas Cannabis Awards. That is July 10th. Get your cut-off jean shorts ready because it says there's no dress code, baby. That means the Kudokan is in the house. And you go join the Kudokan Token Discord group for free Kudokans. Like, you join the group, you do cool stuff, the Kudokan drops. We're like, hey, thanks for doing cool stuff. Here's some free shit. A lot of people talk about how hard it is to change their life. They never even been in the Kudokan group yet. I want to hear it that loud. Okay, let's jump on the Twitter real quick. No, look. Okay, let's jump into the news. Google, because you know what that means. If we go to the news, that means it's time for my news, not your news, because your news is usually trifling. And I try to keep a standard of integrity to the stuff we cover. Brought to you by who? Fuck 12 News, Firster, Liver, Localer. Fuck 12 News for all your news needs. Boom. Okay. Where we at? To all my people in Queens, you don't stop. Hey, this is the biggest story of the day, and I buried the headline. I hate it, but I'm notorious for that. U.S. Supreme Court upholds Obamacare after Republicans seek to gut law. Man, how crazy is that? In the middle of a global pandemic, the Republicans are such bitch-made motherfuckers that they're going to try to pull insurance from millions of people in the middle of a global pandemic. Why? Because they take money from lobbyists who represent interests fueled by financial benefits and not the well-being of a nation or any sort of altruism. Did you think I was going to use the F word in that sentence? Okay. Don't forget, right after the bottom of the hour, I will read all the coolest comments, throw them on the shit. But until then, hey kids, do you need fake cracks? If you want real cracks, but you're scared that you're going to fall in love with them, get fake cracks because they'll break long before you fall in love with them. Plus, who's going to fall in love with something that gives you a blister? But be careful about real cracks because you will fall in love with those. So, the Supreme Court confirms it. Time for the GOP to stop destroying the Affordable Care Act. That's the top headline in the Washington Post. And right underneath it, Supreme Court upholds Obamacare law, dismissing challenge from red states is the top headline from Fox News. What? Whoa. Supreme Court sides with Catholic foster agency that excludes same-sex couples in 9-0 ruling. I don't know enough about that. Maybe tomorrow. Out of the West calls out constitutional crisis. Texas sovereignty not protected by Biden administration. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott proposes reviving the border wall with Mexico. Texas is just going to do it themselves. Texas is like Joe Biden took our border money. We're going to have a GoFundMe. It's like, didn't you just have a GoFundMe for your electricity? Yo, and check this little plot twist out. Check this out, man. Plus, I'm going to tell you a funny story. So here's a plot twist. My plan was, I was thinking I was just going to move to Texas for a couple months in a couple of weeks, right? And then the other night, I saw a headline that said, because remember, Texas in the middle of that snowstorm just lost all their power, right? And people actually lost lives. And it was a horrendous tragedy. It was like an inch of snow, though. No, just Texas people, don't be mad at me. I'm making a point. So the fact is that Texas has an independent power grid, which is prone to failure. And I just saw an advertisement. It was like a public service announcement for the people that live in Texas that what they need to do to be a good community member, citizen, steward of the mutual responsibility that we all have to share the workload with billionaires, right? Hey, orphans, stop running water while you brush your teeth. Stop brushing your teeth. I got to cool my nuclear power plants, and my fracking requires the injection of a lot of cold, wet marbles. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so they said, please set your air conditioners to 85 when you're not home, 82 when you are home, anyway, 78 when you are home, 82 when you are home in the morning, 78, I don't fucking know, 82 at night. I can't remember. It was insane, though, and it's stupid. Why would you turn your temperature up later in the day just so you'd have to chase the cooler temperature later? I don't know, but now I'm discouraged. But if you're listening to this on a podcast device right now, we appreciate your patronage. You are the people that push this show of ours worldwide, and we really appreciate you. We hope you've taken time to download multiple episodes, whether you live in India, Australia, France, UK, Canada, Norway, anywhere else that we're making a dent. Download some episodes. Take a road trip. I don't know if you're going to ride on the back of a wallaby or a camel or a man-eating tiger, but shout out to whatever you're doing. That was the worst commercial ever, but it is the bottom of the hour now. This is Coffee and Bong Hits, and you know that at the bottom of the hour, that means it's time for Red Panda, living the dream every day. Man, I asked Red Panda what she's doing. If she says same shit, different day, don't be mad at her. This is Coffee and Bong Hits. I'll be right back with the second half. And that quickly, we are back. So the point about Texas is that it's going to be too damn hot It's super, 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 super hot in Texas. Let's check the weather real quick. Let me see. What's the weather? Weather in Garland, Texas. It's only 89 right now. Today's high will be 95 with thunderstorms. Thunderstorms tomorrow. Sunny over the weekend with lows in the 70s. And Monday we'll be back with more thunderstorms and a high of 94. Join us later for more weather brought to you by me, the weather lady. Yo, remember when I was a kid, they had Bob with the weather cat? I was like, someday, man, I need a weather cat. Turns out cats can't fucking read. I was dumb when I was a little kid. So I don't want to get caught in an inferno of like 110 degrees when the power grid in Texas shuts down because the legislators in Texas don't got no dang sense. But I understand them wanting to build a wall, but I think you should fix your electricity first. McCarthy slams Biden for giving Putin a pass after years of silence on Trump's relationship with Russian president. I don't even know what that really means. You saw yesterday, though, we covered both Vladimir Putin's speech and Joe Biden's speech. And it was crazy, man. Vladimir Putin is that dude has been the president of Russia for 5 American presidents now. For more than 20 years, that dude has been the president of Russia. So every couple of years, a new American comes. He's like, hey, Vladimir Putin is like the 5th grade teacher or something. Okay, we'll get you in 4 more years. I'm going to have your brother in my class. Then he sees George Bush Jr. He's like, I met your daddy. And so we just keep sending these different dudes to Russia, and it never really matters to the Russians. It's just performativism for the United States. So Vladimir Putin goes out, and no matter what he says or what he does, that dude is just always cool, and he's got the resume to back it up, right? Whereas Joe Biden, half the country is like, Joe Biden sucks. So Joe Biden's going there, and he doesn't just have to prove shit to Russia. He's got to prove shit to the United States too, right? Which I thought he did a great job of yesterday. I thought his speech was fantastic. There was a couple points where he brought up American values that really had me choked up. If you go find yesterday's episode in the archives, man, there's a couple moments where my eyes got shiny. Because he started talking about America as an ideal, right? We're not. America isn't tied like a lot of other countries are, where everybody's the same color, or everybody's the same religion, or everybody's the same in the same geographic area. Like America is a giant, diverse area of multiple states, right? If we were in Europe, all 50 states might be different countries. But we're a United States that's not super united, but it's just a crazy concept to me that, because I don't know if you've ever been in North Dakota, but people in North Dakota live kind of a different life. And when you go to Florida, people in Florida live a different life. And when you go to Texas, New York, everybody lives in Minnesota, right? In other spots around the country or around the world, these states would be like national borders. And Putin used to have that, right? And then Mikhail Gorbachev effed it all off for Ronald Reagan when Ronald Reagan was like, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And he was like, okay, word. Right? But Vladimir Putin has all these loose states now. And so he doesn't really give a shit about the United States. That fool's on some like big shit. So when a buffoon like Donald Trump shows up and starts bragging that he has 2 birthdays, one at his mom's house and one at his dad's house, Vladimir Putin just rolls his eyes and pats a buffoon like that on the head, right? But Joe Biden comes like more humble, maybe less effective, maybe more effective, But I would think that somebody like Vladimir Putin would appreciate a more humble approach, a more statesman-like approach, a more dignified approach, other than, the dude that lived in the trailer park in Florida that won the lottery and now he's mean to the kids at the yacht club, right? That's who Donald Trump is. And I don't think that a man of Vladimir Putin's stature appreciates that kind of dialogue from anybody, right? Nobody likes a boastful blowhard, right? Especially when it's transparent that you're a blowhard, when you wear your insecurities on your sleeve and bring up Hillary Clinton when she ain't even in the room and shit, right? Like, bro, we can see how fragile you are. So I think that despite some criticisms, I think that Joe Biden taking a lean back approach while still getting the points out was probably the move. I don't know. Could be wrong, but I'm not really a speculator, right? This isn't a speculative show. This is just a help understand the shit show. Okay, hold on. So, this is my dude, Fluttertron. So, perfect. All right, hold on. Yo, this is a blast from the past, but I feel really bad because I made fun of veganism one time on stage, and Fluttertron gave me this look like I hurt his feelings so effing bad. And then as soon as we come back from this, I got a special treat for you guys. And that's Dirty Blakk in the house. So let's do this. It is 10:35 a.m. It's 10:37. I'm still going to flash the graphic. Boosh, as if it was 10:35. If you have a clock in your house, this might not be the best show for you. But it is 10:35, brought to you by UrbanSurvivorMan.com and the Kudokan token. Because remember this, kids, energy is currency. All right, Fluttertron is the human beatbox. Here you go. I'm going to get out the way. Blam.
Robot man.
Nothing much. What up with you?
Nothing. I just would like to do a beatbox with no effects. But this time, let's use the microphone.
Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah. Robot. Man. Robot. Man.
Yo, man. Yo, man, that shit is long as fuck. Yo, shout out to my guy Fluttertron. That's my dude. Yo, Fluttertron was pushing that vegan lifestyle long before anybody else. Excuse me, long before anybody else. I know. That dude's a real one. I ain't seen him in forever though. If I remember, he had some health issues, and I think we participated in a benefit show for him. We're gonna have to track him down. We'll put that clip on the internet, see if we can't track down Fluttertron. You know who I don't gotta track down is this mofo, because all I gotta do is look for one side of a bong. I just gotta find one side of a bong. And you know, it's like I was telling Josh Larson one time, a park ranger came up to me and said, "Jesse, you know how we could tell that was you from all the way across the park?" I said, "How?" He said, "Because you were drinking a beer out of a paper bag. We couldn't recognize you. We saw the paper bag. We said, that's Spomberg."
Good thing to be known for, huh?
Yeah, right. Hey, guess what, yo? I got four days before I have 3 years without one drop of alcohol.
Boom.
3 years in 4 days.
Boom.
I ain't gonna talk about it till then. I ain't gonna talk about it till I get there. But unlike us,
stop counting.
I can stop counting after I can just say 3 years, bro. When I say I got 3 years, then you can just FOMFACE. Blow, go. But we do have some stuff to talk about. And the people are dying for a Kudokan update, man.
For the Kudokan update. So first off,
you got any juice for us?
Let's talk. Oh, man. It's too much juice. It's too much sauce, man. You know, we just got back, obviously from Florida. You were out there jet boating, doing the whole jet set, Bitcoin conference, altcoin conference, the whole 9 yards. At the same time, we leveled up. I
met an alligator wrestler.
Boom. And man, he taught you some good stuff. What did we learn that will not work on alligators? That you
I can't believe I told you and didn't tell the audience. Hey, don't poke him in the eye. Turns out millions of years of evolution have fixed that trick.
Doesn't work at all. The alligator will just look at you with the other eye and spin you.
I never really thought I could beat up an alligator, but after I met an alligator, like after I kayaked right up to one and I was like, he could eat me right now, I guarantee I could not fight an alligator. Maybe like a baby one if I had like cleats on. I just little baby. But anyways,
have you ever held a caiman?
No.
Yeah, it's like holding a lobster without the rubber bands on it. We think we're so tough, dude. Humans always think they're so tough. You have the biggest, brawniest, scariest dude. You throw a spider in his lap. Watch,
man. When I tracked down those monkeys, I was like, they're just little monkeys. If they try to come up on me, I'll just punch them in the face, kick them, whatever, right? No, when I got there, the monkey turned around and looked at me, and he was so yoked.
Till it curls up that top lip on the back and then shows the incisors on the front. It's just like oh, never mind.
Yeah, he had the monkey muscles. It was probably a monkey jockey,
right? Man, back to Kudokan. Okay. The application is underway. That's right. iOS, Android, web, full application. You got the staking app. You got the membership card. You got the rewards store. You have Kudokan live events right there through the app. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Ooh, I like that.
The whole 9 yards. Hey, there is actually a shitload of stuff about to drop on the whole world at the same time that you guys aren't even ready for. Like, I can't even explain.
There's announcements we can talk about that are just unbelievable.
Hey, you know that movie Tron? When you just go into the video game, G? You know that movie Tron?
Oh, yeah.
Just goes into, that's what it's going to be like. You're just going to enter a whole ecosystem, and you're going to be Master Blaster or whatever, or Master Cylinder or whatever. You're going to be in the middle. It's going, Hey, there's going to be video games you could play. There's going to be ways to gamble. There's going to be ways to gamble each other. There's going to be ways to share your kudokens with each other, way to barter your kudokens for each other, ways to invest your kudokens, ways to leverage your kudokens for everything from house plants to tattoos to surfing lessons to pizzas to coffee and bong hits, bongs to merchandise, right? You'll be able to just go in our reward store and be like, I just bought this shirt for like $2. Oh, yeah, you use kudokens though, right? Well, that's why. Because it's a whole different ecosystem. So like
that's the merchandise store. So the reward store and the merchandise store are two completely different things, right?
You can go in the reward store and you could win those, but you still got to spend kudokens, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Kudoken is the currency. Ethereum is the back. So, or now Polygon as well. You're going to be able to spend Matic. You're going to be able to spend Ethereum. You're going to be able to spend Kudoken. All of those things through the merchandise store, through the rewards store, and also through all the entertainment platforms. So we just announced or did you announce Monkey Jockey? You going with it?
No, I haven't really announced it yet on the show. And we really didn't just announce the Polygon move either. You just kind of just like brush that in.
Hey,
so
let's
okay, tell them.
So let's actually skip over all of that. They already know the digital horse racing is coming. We'll show them once a little bit of it's back.
Tell them about Polygon.
Let's move into the Matic. So we have now dual listed on ETH and Matic. So we are deployed on both blockchains, and you're going to be able to choose what you want to do, whether saving on gas fees on Matic or sticking with ETH and Ethereum on the regular mainnet through Uniswap.
There'll be like a minor league. Like if you don't want to make the real investment into Ethereum backed, we'll have like a discount bin where you can get 5 CDs for $1. No, it'll still be a highly valuable coin or token.
They're all they all have their perks and they all have their advantages. One thing that's really great is 0 transaction fees on Polygon network. Matic is very hot right now, as you know, with Kudoken. We stay up on all of the newest, the hottest trends, everything that's going on, and we're some of the first in, every single time. And it's going to continue to be that way as we grow and develop. So right now, the Matic switch is absolutely on point. The reason keeping the ERC20 side of things is because there's a lot of development that's already happened, right? So kind of like there was a little while where Android wasn't receiving some of the applications that iOS had, because iPhone already had their app store up. iPhone was already the dominant technology inside of the fray. So when you start to alienate things like that, then you stop yourself from being able to utilize things like the Woo Trade advantage of being able to add an ERC20 token for all purchases and transactions through the website. So we kept the ERC20 portion. We kept the Matic portion in order to save on the gas fees. We have the ledger that's going to go through, that's going to be our own gaming node. So we'll be able to pass the ERC20 tokens directly through the gaming platforms. And then people will be able to purchase the Polygon versions in order to save on the gas fees. Direct public purchase.
And if you didn't understand what that meant, that is okay, because we have tutorials on the website for you. We have nice little videos with whiteboards and graphics, and we have frequently asked questions section, and we have video tutorials where we teach Don Bishop Aguilar how to set up a MetaMask wallet. And so I know it seems confusing and complicated, but when you break it down into small parts, it's the future, and we're here to help you drift into that.
So real quick, let me address the comment section real quick. First off, Joyride, I love all of the all of the ideas and brainstorming and cool things that the community comes up with. And we want to make sure that we foster those things. So make sure you mention it inside of the Discord. We're going to start a new chat in the Discord that is ideas and brainstorming, just for ideas exactly like that. The Kudokan membership cards, being able to make your own membership card where you add in your Discord name and kind of your flavor. That's an awesome idea. So definitely want to develop on that. Second question on there, again, Joyride. You were asking if you have Matic Polygon tokens, does that mean you also have a ERC20 version of the same token? And the answer is no. No, they're independent. And we're actually about to make a burn system. I'm working on that right now.
Oh, shit. You ready to confuse motherfuckers? All right, give it to them.
When there is a purchase of a Matic coin or a ERC20 token, the other side burns. So basically there's 1 billion of each supply. As that 1 billion starts to go into circulation, the other 500 million will start to brush the shoulders off. We'll start to dissipate, and that's through the burn system. So at the end of it, as the burn system burns down and dwindles down, it'll go back to the 1 billion total market supply. Very cool. Interesting stuff. Blockchain technology right there at its best. One thing I want to talk about, banking. So right now people ask, well, what's the advantage of cryptocurrency over the fact that I have a regular bank account? I can just use a United States dollar and go ahead and purchase what I need to purchase, or I can contact my bank and have them do stuff. Plus, I'm FDIC insured. I'm backed up by the bank. So if anything happens, they're going to back me up. And the answer is, have you ever actually tried to have them back you up? There's people who had their identity stolen, and 4 years later are still trying to convince the bank that they didn't make purchases in frickin' Somalia. It's insane. You know, this FDIC insured backing and all this crap that they push, saying that there's some sort of buyer protection. Most of everything that I've seen inside of a regulation has actually stifled the people, not been an asset to them. It's pretty crazy. But they come in the moniker of love. You know, they pretend like they're on our side. But
My bad.
I had you transfer me some funds, right? And those funds,
boy, that was a hassle.
Wound up taking 4 days to get in there. You wound up back at the bank 3 different times, you know, for a large transaction, where if we would have done it in Ethereum, we could have sent millions of dollars instead of thousands of dollars.
The banks are nosy as fuck, man.
Absolutely. So even better, I had a transaction go through on an application, and they wound up double charging me. So I actually just got off the phone right before
what's that video,
coming onto the show. I just got off the phone with the bank. What video?
With the scammers.
Oh, that's SBA jobs. That's the G4 boys, SBA jobs. So I just got off the phone with the bank. I told them, hey, I've got a double charge. It's for the exact same amount. They came in literally at the exact same time. You can see that it's a double charge. And they said, oh, well, you're going to have to wait. Right now it's pending. And I said, well, it's pending. I said, it's pending because that's a freelance application that I went through. So they're going to hold the money until after the person is done. They're going to hold the money until after the person is done doing their job. So that'd be 30 days. Pause this real quick.
We can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, pause it real quick.
Chopping it up, clients get chopped.
Because I actually want to watch that. Check this out. I asked them, I said, hey, you know, it's going to take 30 days for that transaction to actually go through. And they said, oh, well, there's nothing I can do. So what do you mean there's nothing you can do? It's obviously a duplicate transaction. It's obviously the same exact transaction. And I don't want to wait 30 days for the transaction to actually process for you guys to realize that there's a double transaction. I said, is there somebody else I can speak to?
Bro, you know that's a long ass story.
You know what she did?
What?
She went, I was like, excuse me? Like, can I speak to somebody who can help me? Then she put me on hold. She put me on hold for 5 minutes. Then after came back and told me there's nothing I can do and hung up the phone on me. Why the fuck would I continue banking with a general bank when I could literally send that money in seconds and immediately top off my card onto a Visa and spend it right there in the store? Cryptocurrency is the future. Cancel your bank account.
Rule number one, no love in these streets. We don't mix love when we're working jobs. SBA job, employment job, iPhone job, clients get chopped. We the real Yahoo boys, don't think twice about sending us jobs. African boy, I keep running it up, chopping it up, clients get chopped. Rule number one, no love in these streets. We don't mix love when we're working jobs. SBA job, employment job, iPhone job, clients get chopped. We the real Yahoo boys, don't think twice about sending us jobs.
The ops, they try to end me, but their pockets is empty. You know that I am local, I'm coming back plenty. You want a bit of Gucci, she want a bit of Prada. But when you off that plane, girl, you better do me proper. Stop acting like a ding dong, I'm trying to see your dong dong. Your man, he's a small boy, and me, I am Baba. So when you introduce me, you best to call me Dada. Them Africans is crazy, you know they reppin' Kuala.
African boy, I keep running it up, chopping it up, clients get chopped. Rule number one, no love in these streets.
Man, we could just run the whole rest of the effing show that way. That would be dope, but I can't. There's one more thing I really wanted to talk about. Oh, yo, a bunch of the cops resigned. A bunch of the Portland police resigned. Talk about burying the goddamn headline. Oh my God, I wanted to lead with that. And I kept going, I'm going to push it and push it and push it. Now here we are at the buzzer. So finally, a cop got charged with like misdemeanor, like assault 4, I think, right? And for smashing on this lady with his baton and making her fall down and then smashing her again. So he got charged with like this real low-level assault. And then a bunch of the police response unit, which is the riot side, they resigned. I read the article. Hold on. Police resign. Damn, I can't believe I just did that. Okay, boom. We can get to it. I'm a professional. I still got 3 effing minutes, man. That's an eternity. I know a bunch of rappers who don't even have that much of a song. Boom. Okay, here we go. Wow, hit this like a pro. Boom, in the shit. No. Zoom. All right, look at that. Wow. In this file from 2020, police used chemical irritants and crowd control munitions to disperse protesters. Damn, look at that. Chaos. That is chaos. Bloosh. Okay.
I remember watching that.
So F all those dudes. Officers who serve on a specialized crowd control unit in Portland, Oregon, who have responded to the city's ongoing, often violent protests, have resigned en masse after criminal charges were filed against a team member. The Oregonian reports that officers on the rapid response team voted to resign from the team during a meeting Wednesday night. A move by officers and sergeants to disband their own team came a day after member Cody Budworth was indicted, accused of 4th-degree assault stemming from a baton strike against a protester. That's literally like the lowest charge you can catch. The resignations were first reported by radio station KXL. Shout out to KXL's news team. Those are the homies. Jim Ferretti. Anyways, Rosemary Reynolds, shout out. Anyways, a team lieutenant called Chuck Lavelle to inform him the members of the team who served voluntarily in the assignments voted to resign due to perceived lack of support from City Hall and from the district attorney over the past year. The team has been on the front lines since George Floyd. Many demonstrations devolved into clashes. The use of force has led to lawsuits. In October, the police association talked shit. Budsworth was the first dude to face criminal prosecution. Also this week, authorities said a police bureau detective is under review. Wow. That is the news in 2 effing minutes. That's Dirty Blakk. I'm Jesse Sponberg. This shit's powered by Kudokin. If we didn't tell you, man, we got that story about the bank lady out, got the video out, and got the story about the pigs out. 5,000 G's. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday.
All day, I was gonna win every day. I was gonna win all day. I was gonna win. I'm a kid, shining like a diamond. Call me Rocky. box of Wheaties, Eric Cutter, Eric Magazine, second place, Mike. What you mean? You's a buster. What you mean? More Memphis. No thing. More Memphis. No three things. Winning, and more winning. I stays in first.